Assalamualaikum. My name is Alif Abdul. Today, my team would like to talk about Nestle. Net is a team members. I have 5 team members, include me and I as a leader. Next is Faranisa as a assistant of leader. Her job is to compile the report, and others assistant is Farila. Farila job is to compile the slide. Next is secretary. Secretary is Halia Sofia, and second one is Amira Arali. Nestle is a food beverage company based and headquartered in Wevelgem, Switzerland. The Anglo-Swiss milk firm, a dairy company founded by the Page brother, Charles Switzerland, in 1866, and the Henry Nestle later Farine Company, which is made a baby food product major in 1905 to form the Henry Nestle later Farine Company. Nestle expanded their business in Malaysia in 1920 by nurturing Malaysian through our quality brands and product while maintaining our halal excellence and integrity. Nestle Malaysia now has 6 plants and over 500 people across the country, producing over 500 halal certified goods. Many of our brands include Malaysian favorites like Milo, Maggi, Nescafe, and KitKat, have been part of Malaysian home for many years. The methodology we use is primary and secondary source. For primary source, we use the Nestle website as the first reference in finding basic information about a Nestle. Next is the secondary source. In secondary source, we use a website as a Wikipedia article and ebook. In this secondary source, we use to find in-depth information regarding Nestle and also regarding 3 IHRM activity that we focus is a training, performance management, and compensation for the Nestle company.
Okay, my name is Fadila. Next is about training and development in Nestle. Based on the Nestle People Development Review, we learn about development program which is on the job training is very important for them, and they believe willingness to learn is therefore an essential condition to be employed by Nestle. This is because guiding and coaching is a part of responsibility of each manager, and it's crucial to make each one progress in their position. And to improve skill and competence, so they are proposed in a framework of development program and not as a reward. Okay, example, Nestle provide education program, and in 2002, 65% of all employees at Nestle worldwide follow this program. This is also because they believe through coaching, developing, and training, people from all layers of society can provide them with the skill required to carry out their everyday tasks. Next is methodology of training using by Nestle. First, on the job training, where employees get hands-on experience using machinery, equipment, tools, and material. Mostly, the method used in Nestle apprenticeship program, local training program, and literacy training. This is because technology is getting more sophisticated day by day. Other than that, Nestle also use off-the-job training methods such as in international training, which provide class for employees to attend and learn new knowledge to improve their skill and return to their own country to do contribution toward Nestle company. In off-the-job training, they use lecture method. The trainer involved is expertise of each department that Nestle itself who have a long time experience. External training also use off-the-job method because they are will send their employee to gain knowledge with outside trainer to always up to date with the technology of the time. The learning is integral part of Nestle company culture, as stated in human resource policy. Other than that, Nestle also prepared to assist workers who want participate actively in community life because they believe having balanced life will increase their commitment. Okay, in this slide, I will explain about type of training provided by Nestle for their employee. First is literacy training. This training is provided in several countries with different scope, such as at Mexico, Brazil, Thailand, and South Africa. They provide basic education, but different in Turkey, more like preparation for apprentice training, also include hygiene, safety, orientation, and administrative regulation. The purpose of this training is prepare worker to operate new equipment and production method. Second, Nestle apprenticeship program. At first, training program run by Nestle itself. The student will do training 3 days at workplace and 2 days at school. So next, Nestle collaborate with vocational school in Nigeria. Each year, some 15 candidates are accepted for a 6-month trial period. But in Colombia, 24 apprentices aged 18 to 22 begin each year, normally after completing their secondary school. Number 3, international training. Training divided into 2 groups, which is management course and executive course. The activity run at training program in the Nestle International Training Center in Switzerland. All lectures are from experienced worker from Nestle itself. Employee can join, but it will decide by manager at their own country, Nestle company. Typically, a class will include 15 to 20 different nationality. It will having so many culture, and of course, there are so many slang using by candidate because they are come from different country. This show that training service provided is equal because otherwise it would have received many complaints. In the fact, candidates take this as an opportunity for them to expand their knowledge and experience with many candidates from different countries. Number 4, external management training. External training program are the greatest way to maintain the balance since they allow participants to stay up to date on the newest advancement in management theory and explore working technique and circumstances that are outside of the Nestle's usually experience. It's a two-way collaboration with IMD. Program for executive and development is IMD's primary training vehicle for Nestle management. Number 5, local training program. They have different training in each country. Like in Japan, they consist of series of short courses typically lasting 3 days each. Subjects include human assessment skills, leadership and strategy, as well as the course for new supervisor and the key staff. Different with Mexico, Nestle set up National Training Center program. For young managers, they are there every year. In Pakistan, run 12-month program for management training in sales and marketing, finance and human resource, as well as meat collection and agriculture service. In Africa, a management traineeship program for young graduates runs for 18 to 24 months. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to Alia Sofia.
Performance management is a procedure that analyzes an employee's job contribution in the direction of the company growth. This helps a lot in the establishment of a talent framework, which include employee planning, compensation, reporting, career development, and requirement performance. As a result, performance management is critical in assisting a company to achieve optimum production. Nestle assists their employees in developing their skills, attitudes, and behavior, as well as lowering their labor work rate in order to accomplish a certain set of goals. Nestle gives their workers the ability to ask questions. For example, 360-degree feedback system for unfair appraisal, and this becomes one of the organization's key performance metrics. This also allows for honest, open coaching, evaluation, and acknowledgement, and it helps workers learn, motivated, and participated inside the organization. Nestle has proven exceptional capabilities in staying ahead in a continuously shifting corporate environment by maintaining a transparent performance management approach throughout the years. A good connection with employees whose majority contributions are connected to satisfying goal attainment is required for a successful organization. As a result, employee and management performance will be evaluated through a continual sequence of action aimed at improving their overall performance. In addition, in order for Nestle to achieve a certain objective, they assist their employees in developing their abilities, attitude, and behavior, as well as lowering the labor effort rate, which is good in terms of growth. Nestle offers favorable wages, appealing compensation package, and periodically rewards employees for what they deserve in order to foster a good work culture. This procedure assists employees in understanding what they are doing correctly and how to obtain future benefits. These motivators ensure employees boost their productivity level when they accomplish tasks in the expectation of receiving a future reward. Increased staff productivity can assist companies in lowering human expenses and increasing revenue through improved company performance. Performance management evaluations may also help workers find areas where they can enhance their work performance.
Next is compensation. So compensation means the employee receive reward from the organization. So international compensation refers to all type of financial returns and tangible benefit received by employees of international organization is exchanged for their work and commitment. So income, wages, incentive, commission and so on can be reward. The aim of compensation is to motivate employees to work hard to achieve the best. So Nestle formed a collective bargaining and freedom of association Nestle culture in connection to provide support of manufacturing staff, salary and compensation, and to ensure an excellent and productive working environment. So regardless of sexuality, the schedule of non-management employee salary and wages is set out in collective agreement between the respective union. So in addition, Nestle even has its own compensation director for workers in company. So many initiatives were also launched as part of compensation when employees contribute to the company, including the Nestle Recognition Program, Innovation Award 2016, insurance and pension schemes for employees and their families. So next is I will explain about 4 different keys of compensation. First is base salary, second is foreign service inducement and hardship premium, third is allowance, and fourth is benefit. So base salary is a fixed sum of money for the employer give to the employee in return for his and her work. So basic salary does not include the employer's bonus, benefit and other potential compensation, but a fundamental basis for other compensation. For example, Nestle Bangladesh, the salary base for employee performance is 19 to 21,000. Second is foreign service inducement and hardship premium. So the parent country provide the expatriate with additional money for risky tasks or take part in any risky location. Their premium for difficulty can be between 5 and 30% or more of their salary. So Nestle will provide a maximum of 30% extra payment for risky tasks. So third is allowance. Allowance are the payment for better living. Nestle takes different type of allowance such as cost of living allowance. So cost of living allowance is only applicable for multinational organization. Nestle provide a just amount to the basic for employees better living. Second is relocation allowance. Relocation allowance is taken when employee shift to other country or move to other country for organization purpose. Then the organization take the traveling cost including other costs. Nestle take relocation allowance for higher level managers. Third is education allowance. Nestle provide education allowance for staff children. Nestle does not provide cost only for employees' children education, but also for non-employees' children such as day laborers' children and farmers' children. And fourth is alternative allowance. There is a 3: housing allowance, medical allowance, and transportation allowance. Housing allowance, Nestle provide fixed housing allowance for the employees. Medical allowance, Nestle take responsibility for medical issues of the employees, provide healthcare, take cost for medicals. And lastly, a transportation allowance, Nestle provide transportation benefit to the employee through providing car. The last point is benefit. So Nestle offer many of the advantage already mentioned. Alternatively, Nestle offer annual benefit for holiday with families. Nestle provide additional leave costs in a difficult location, and Nestle also provide emergency measure in the event of family death or disease. So I will pass the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. My name is Amirul Adli bin Nur Hanafi Musa, and my part is about commenting about Nestle. Okay, we proceed to the first point. Okay, the first point from this slide is mainly about Nestle employees now receive compensation because the company value its employees and treat them fairly and respectfully. Okay, and They also believe that good working condition and relationship ensure Nestle long-term success. Okay, compensation is primarily discussed in this study in terms of base of salary, foreign service, investment, and hardship premium, allowance, and benefits. Okay, from this point we can see Nestle aim of compensation is to motivate employees to work hard and to achieve their best. Okay, we proceed to the next point. Okay, the next point is focusing about training in Nestle. Nestle training styles is on-the-job training, which give employees hands-on experience as well as of the job training, which allow employees to obtain additional knowledge and enhance their abilities. Okay, other than that, there is several training provided by Nestle, such as literacy training, Nestle apprenticeship programs, internal training, external management training, and also local training programs. With all kind of training provided by Nestle, it can help their employees to gain more knowledge in their specific field. Okay, the last point is about performance management in Nestle. In this point, some of performance management focus on employees' ability to ask questions, changing corporate environment through transparent performance management, and providing favorable wages and many more. Okay, in this point, Nestle do a great job by giving their employees freedoms in this organization, and this also will help workers to learn, motivate, and participate inside an organization. Okay, we proceed to the next slide. Okay, now we proceed to the next slide. Okay, from this point, explain the role of such a committee will be to identify the problem that occurs as a result of the organizational variables transitioning. The committee will continue to clarify contract issues as well as employees' perception of market management methods. The corporation also can use a Nestle culture of collective bargaining and freedom of association as a mechanism for ensuring complete compensation and time salary payment. Okay, for the next point is about this is to ensure Nestle employees have the broad skills and knowledge for the job they are in. In addition, having skilled workers working in this Nestle company can increase the company productivity and reduce the risk of accident at work. And Nestle can also send their employees to attend selected seminar to further enhance the skill and knowledge of their employees. And the last point is, in terms of technology, the company should collaborate with other Malaysian technological survey firms to obtain a cost-effective technical systems. This strategy will save money on technological advancements. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
For the conclusion, Nestle is very committed in implementing the 3 IHRM activity that research study. The 3 IHRM activity is a training, performance management, and compensation. For the training usually conducted in a group where a group of employees For the conclusion, Nestle is very committed in implementing the 3 IHRM activity that researchers study. The 3 IHRM activity are training, performance management, and compensation. For the training usually conducted in group where a group of employees whose performance has been measured will be gathered in group and sent for the training. Next, performance management. The performance management implemented by Nestle is so good that Nestle assists employees in developing their skills, attitude, and behavior, as well as lowering the work rate of their labor to achieve a Nestle goals. For the lastly is a compensation. Nestle chooses a competitive, improved, and fair compensation structure Compensation include wage, any valuable portion and of compensation, social benefit, pension benefit and others benefit. Thank you, that's all for me.